And welcome to Little Lovers channel. Today we are going to discuss about literary criticism. Before going to the topic, we are going to discuss initially what is this literary theories and criticism. So, literary interpretation means it's a tools to understand literature. Says a relationship between author and work. It develops the significance of race, class, and gender for literary study. So let's see this. What is literary criticism? It's a practice of interpreting and writing about literature as the later in turn strives to make sense of the word. It means practically doing a critical interpretation, analysis of a work without having any rules or regulation. So that is called as criticism. Literary criticism is a comparison, analyzing, and interpretation and evaluation of works of literature. It's essentially an opinion supported by evidence relating to theme, style, setting, or historical or political context. For example, biographical. So, literary theory. Theory means it's a study of the principles which inform how critics make sense of literary work. So, this is what literary theory says. So, the theories are like this: formalism and new criticism, Marxism and critical theory, structuralism and post-structuralism, new historicism and cultural materialism, ethnic studies and post-colonial criticism, gender studies and queer theory, and cultural studies. These are the literary theories. And under the literary criticism, we study archetypal, cultural criticisms and feminist, Marxist, new criticism, new historicism, deconstruction, post-structuralism is also called as reconstructions, psychoanalytic criticism, reader response theory, and post-colonial criticism, moral dramatic construction. See definition of each criticism. Beginning archetypal criticism. It's a type of critical theory, interprets a text by focusing on archetypes. Archetypes means symbols, images, character types in a literary work. So recognizing conscious and unconscious symbols which relates to values, feelings, to specific images. So as a criticism, it argues that archetypes determines the form and function of literary works. The text meaning and its shape by cultural and psychological myths. It encourages the reader to examine basic beliefs, fears, and anxieties. So next is cultural criticism. It examines how different religions, ethics, class, identification, political beliefs, and individual viewpoints affect the ways in which texts are created and interpreted. It affects to understand text. So this is cultural criticism. Next is Marxist criticism. It based on Karl Marx theory. This criticism is concerned with the issues of class conflicts, wealth, work, and other various ideologies that surround things, those things which are ideas or values, especially one that forms the basis of a political of economic system. So next is post-colonialism, the historical process whereby the West, it means the colonial, attempts systematically to cancel or negate the cultural difference and values of the non-West, it means colonized countries. So colonial critic deals with imperialistic policy made by British, that is British, and its values present in India. Post-colonial, it examines the effects of imperialistic values, their views, which is present in post-colonial society. So post-colonial criticism. Next is post-colonial criticism. It's a set of theoretical and critical strategy used to examine the culture, psychological, social, literature, politics, history of former colonies. and ideological viewpoint. So next is post-structuralism. To deconstruct the text. It means deconstructs. It collapses the construction of a text. It opposes structuralism by saying that text has many viewing points of analyzing. It interprets text in different ways. It means it speaks. It not only speaks the real meaning of the text, but it search and quest for the new meanings. And it's innovative. It's also its main advantage of a post-structuralism is its innovative way of thinking and dealing with the text. So next, let's see about a new criticism. It tries to retain human values. Poem must treated as an independent and self-sufficient verbal object. Critic has no concern with the author's life, condition of work, creation, or reader's experience, or any political or social cause. So what it means it speaks the values. It don't relate with the author's life or their experience or reader's experience. It just speaks the what is the quality of the poem or work. Feminist. It means a women's role and how women portrayed in literature. Next is what you mean by formalist. Those who are their writing is independent from others and no history is used to determine meaning. There are no outside connections to other texts. So that is a formalist. So historical, it looks at the time period the literature was written in. Next is psychological criticism. That means it builds on Freud, Sigmund Freud, theories of unconscious desires and defenses. Next is sociological criticism. Literature in the cultural, economic and political context in which it is written. So moral or intellectual criticism, it's concerned with the content and values, traditional mode of imparting moralities, religion and philosophy. So next is reader response theory or criticism. Reader response criticism believes that reader's interaction with the text is very important to interpret text. So it gives the importance to reader. It says each reader is unique with different experiences, education, moral and ethical values, opinion and taste, etc. So analyzing the features of the text. So there comes under reader response criticism. These are some of the very important criticism. Let's see the literary theories, definitions and one-line definitions in the next video. So thank you. Please do subscribe the channel and like, share.